Yes, sir. And we back once again. This is the aftermath of the MSU University of Michigan game. Of course, the Wolverines came through victorious 29-7. And what was deemed to be a little bit a closer game first half than usually. I would like to say I would give a shout out to the Spartans for coming in tough. I think they played us tough. They kept us out of the end zone for the most part.
No, our coordinators kept us out the end zone.
You think
That's who
so?
kept us out the end zone, man. With these lethargic, same old conservative plays when we get to the red zone. Refuse to use our tight ends when we get to the red zone. It absolutely drives me crazy. We've been talking about this for the last 3 years about us just feeling like we have another notch and another level, and I just do not feel it right now. Man, like I said, I'm glad we won the game, but I feel like we could have easily had 40-something points this game.
Yeah. Honestly, like I said, the red zone woes is a bit of a concern. Um, some things is definitely gonna have to be worked out. But other than that, listen, that second half dominance where it was just all 3 and outs for Sparty. They couldn't get nothing going. Defense really locked in, and of course, Blake Corum is him.
Yeah,
Blake Corum
absolutely.
is him.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, it's what we do as a team. You know what I'm saying? We wear on you with the run game. And then, in that second half, late third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, we turn it up a notch.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Michigan did today, man. So
yeah. And I agree with you on that one, Harold. There were some times where JJ, needed to put a little more touch on the ball. It kind of underthrew sometimes. Hopefully this, he gets that worked out. We definitely need to get that together before the Ohio State game. But where he missed in throws, he made up in his feet. There were some critical times where he had to run, and he excuse me, he made those runs that we needed at those critical times. So it was up and down for him today. Offensive line did pretty well, of course. Blake Corum, he was a monster today. They just could not bring him down. It took 2 or 3 people to bring him down, and he just keeps churning, man. He's just a little bowling ball, man. Just
man, Corum could have easily had 200 yards today rushing. He got tripped. He got tripped up at least about 3 times where it was nothing but green behind him, man. So, like I said, having Corum, obviously a Heisman Trophy contestant. So, we only at game 8. So, like I said, he just eclipsed 1,000 yards. And it's amazing, man. We definitely lucky to have him.
Yeah, and he's definitely solidified himself as one of the Heisman favorites right now.
Yeah,
So,
him and Hendon Hooker, man, and I like Hendon Hooker a lot for you Lions fans that's in here. But it's gonna be, Blake Corum gonna have to kick it in, another gear. He's been doing this thing consistently, but you're gonna have to kick it in another gear if he wants to win the Heisman.
Well, I don't want to say kicking it. I think he just needs to stay where what he's doing. If he stays consistent, don't have one of them games where he don't get the touches or he don't get the yards, then that's where I say it'll be a problem. But if he stays consistent the way he's been doing, I don't see him having no problem because right now, outside I would say CJ Stroud, he's been the most consistent player this year.
Yeah, well,
and even today, I would say it was a little bit even shaky for CJ Stroud because he had the yards, but they struggled, against Penn State. So
we'll see. This is the thing, with Corum. Yeah, he's going to be consistent. He's going to have his 100 rush games and 100+ rush games, but it's hard to be the quarterback. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to the Heisman, if you're not doing something super spectacular. We run heavy. We run the ball a lot. He had 30-something attempts tonight.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then the way that Hendon Hooker them, been looking, man, like I said, Tennessee, Like I said, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a good race.
Yeah,
So.
Tennessee's gonna have their test, another test for them next week,
Yeah,
going up against Georgia, and then of course, Bryce Young, he goes up against LSU next week, and then we still got to see, I don't know, if Ohio State has any more tests all the way up until they meet us, so it's definitely going to see. But we waiting on our Sparties, man. We what? Let me make sure out because y'all might have missed it. So
well, we
we gonna
got
put.
one. We got one Sparty in here to tell you spitting facts, man. Like I said, I felt like, yeah,
But you know what? We went through this and we said this last year too. We went through
yeah,
the same spills last year. We thought that the offense was Manila, and we got over with the play calling, and then when it got to that point, we just dominated. And I think that if it gets to the point to where, because like the thing is, we haven't played to where the games have been close, where we had to really open up the playbook yet. If the games are closer and some things are on the line, then yeah, I would definitely say let's do that. But I think right now, because we're playing with the lead and our defense has been so dominant, like that second half defense was unbelievable. I
yeah,
think they, for throughout, they had -1 yards in the third quarter.
right,
That's amazing.
right,
And there was always question marks about the defense, being that we lost a couple of guys, some NFL guys off the defense last year, and then quite frankly, they honestly look better this year than they did last year, in my opinion.
Ohio State's the test. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most
Obviously,
definitely.
the real test. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, Michigan State. Let's be honest, they's trash. You know what I'm saying? We should have hung.
Now I'm hearing some tunnel fire. I haven't got any updates, but we're definitely gonna be looking into that. If that is the case, we definitely want to. We definitely going to look into that because that's serious.
Yeah,
That's definitely serious.
yeah. Like I said, man, that's they beefed up security. I guess that's not working right now.
Well, because I believe they were supposed to had they let the MSU in first, and the Michigan players are staying on the field. So if that's the case, yeah, something needs to be said and done. If they was already separated and then they came through again, so we definitely need to. That's scary right there,
Oh, so that's who the player was. I've seen some people commenting. I'm gonna pull it up and keep it on silent. Take a look at it while we're here on the stream.
Yeah, we definitely want it because that's not how we want this to end. This is not.
I mean, it's a rivalry, but come on, bro. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
you keep it as a rivalry.
We ain't in the streets now. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, that definitely puts a black eye on this rivalry. You don't want that to happen.
Right.
We crack jokes. We say we make fun of each other, but that type of
shenanigans,
yes, malarkey.
right?
We definitely don't want that, man. We don't want to put that sour taste on what's because we never really had no issues like this before.
Right.
It's been chippy, yeah, but this this is not it, man. Something that definitely needs to be done about it.
Right. It's well, right now it's on commercial, so yeah, but man, definitely that's serious. You don't want to see players getting jumped or trampled on or anything like that. Don't want nobody to get hurt in that situation. It's just not worth it. It's not that serious, man. It's a football rivalry. I get it. But on a professional level, this is a collegiate level. On a professional level, especially when you're inspired to move to the next level, you just got to carry yourself in a certain type of manner. So
exactly.
Not
So like I said, this is the post game. So any you guys want to hop in, you're more than welcome. We was actually waiting on a few of the MSU guys to come in and give their take as well on what their feel was for this game. I think this was someone may feel like this was a moral victory because they held majority of the game held, Michigan out of the end zone. They did cause a turnover. It was close in the first half for sure. So I think, this was a better outcome than most people expected, because they thought it was just going to be a straight shellacking throughout.
I don't know, man. I just can't call it close enough. They scored once, you know what I'm saying? Receiver definitely pushed off a couple of times. They scored once. We should have scored more
But
points.
but see, the thing is,
Field
they
goal.
had opportunities to score more if they trusted their kickers. But they left points out there on the field for
But
sure.
when I weigh the opportunities to score, it's not even close compared to what we had as far as opportunities to score.
Yeah,
Our
and
execution was poor.
I can understand that one. Like I said, I was talking about from the beginning of from the first quarter, but after that, like I said, we had the opportunities. We just didn't cash in on them and came away with field goals.
Yeah, especially with that lethargic play calling.
Now, it was sometimes where they tried to open it up a little bit. It just because they haven't run those type of plays before, it didn't work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they just gotta, man. Like I said, they gotta get that red zone together, man. We gotta be able to put that football in the end zone. Like I said, I did appreciate the fact that they was going to school today and using their tight ends, man. They was killing them across them cuts across the middle, man.
yeah, they was taking advantage of it. Your boy moving back to linebacker, man.
Yeah.
He had to make some adjustments, and he was getting killed with that crossing route.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, when you look at the game overall, I'm not tripping, man. We know that there's some things that that's waiting to be unleashed. We know that. But we just want to see them stump and twist our foots in their neck, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to.
They got the footage too. Yeah, that's
What you
bad.
on channel? What channel 7?
No, I'm on
ESPN.
Twitter.
Oh, you on Twitter? Okay.
Yeah, that looks bad.
Yeah, so we got some guests popping in. Well. Hello, fellas.
I just want to say congrats to y'all. It was a not a typical ass woman, but it's still one. And I don't know what the hell was up with Jay Johnson. I mean, he was coaching scared against y'all defense all damn night outside of that score. I don't know what the hell it was, man. But y'all defense showed up as advertised tonight.
Indeed. Yeah, especially that second half, man. Second half, they really put the clamps down, man. It was just 3 and outs just coming straight out the gate, man. And it's like I think they kind of blew their wad a little bit with trying to air it out, trying to, them 50-50 balls. It worked in the first quarter, but after a while, we just locked in on it. And when that didn't work, it was basically over from that point. Once they couldn't
Yeah,
get
it basically was, man. And it basically it was more of the Blake Corum y'all tight end shoemaker. So that's basically what it was with a little appearance from Ronnie Bell here and there.
Right, yeah. Shoemaker, like I said, they took advantage of like I said, your boy playing back at middle linebacker again, because his head placement wasn't right. And then by the time he got back around, Shoemaker coming across, that really killed him, man. But Hitman, man, what you feel about this tunnel situation, man?
That's my first time hearing about it. I quit watching it like half of the fourth quarter. Like I could cut it off because the game was over. I didn't know what happened.
Right. Well, this is after the game was over, in which they they caught one of the players in the tunnel, and from the video I'm seeing, it was a jumping. it was a jump.
Which side got jumped? One of y'all players?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, he got jumped.
No, I'm not cool with that, man. I mean, I understand we got our ass whooped, but we ain't got to do all that, man.
Yeah, like I said, that puts a stain on this. That we we want to keep it on the field. It was a little chippy at the end too, But that comes with the territory of being rivals. But we
I
want to keep
just I just look at that's a bunch of BS. You could have kept that chippiness on the field. Like, where the hell was y'all at when all them 3 announcers? Y'all could have kept that on the field, man.
yeah,
Like, for real. We was
yeah,
getting our ass all night. I was like, where's the energy at?
You know how it goes, man. When somebody can't fight, they resort to jumping people. You know what I'm saying? So they got their ass whooped out there on that field, and the results is they just jump somebody. I just watched the video. That's disgusting, man.
yeah. It's a bad look for Sparty, man, with that one. And say it's taking up time away from us talking about the actual game to have to address this. Because when I didn't believe it when the guys was making the comments, I was like, wait a second, is this real? But they got actual video footage, and it's like it's taking the time away for us. This is supposed to be the after effect of us. Everybody cracking jokes. We talking. Of course, the Michigan victory and rubbing our little noses in it. But then we got to address this situation, and we all as fans, like Michigan, weather side, we just wanted everything to be competitive and keep it on the field. But just to see that, it just puts a stain on it. Because I don't ever recall us, Michigan or Michigan State fans, ever having, not even fans, but just as players, we never see nothing like that.
No, man, I'm definitely not cool with that, man. I mean, look, I understand, stuff get heated, but like King said, man, keep that on the field, man.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, I'm glad it's such a clear video. They should be able to get every player jersey number who has something to do with that. And of course, the player didn't have a helmet on, while you got a bunch of dudes with full pads and helmets on, just like cowards do. So, yeah, that's crazy, man. It's unnecessary. It's really unnecessary. I understand your season is not going as planned. I understand you're upset about losing the game, but come on, man. Let's not act like some thugs in the street, bro. It's football. It's college football. I get it. It's a rivalry. All the fun is over with. Let's move on. Get to the rest of this season. Not go out here and look like a bunch of hooligans, man.
Yeah, it makes it seem like they're being sore losers, and we don't want that, staying. I don't want that staying on Sparty, because, like I said, we want to keep this rivalry the way it is, and that's basically on the field. It's chippiness, talking, everything like that. That's what part of the game, part of this rivalry. But to resort to that, that just. Because my thing is this: even if Michigan did that to Spartan, I wouldn't condone that either. I would definitely be on the same tip, because this is not what we want. This is not what any of us should want. That type of outcome.
Right.
I was just saying that I wish he could have used some of that energy on the field tonight. You know what I'm saying? We punk left and right, but you want to use the end of the game to do something like this, man. I'm not cool with that, man.
Nah. So, Hitman, what you think, man, as far as what could they have done more of?
I wish Jay Johnson, even though it was an impossible task, I wish he was a little more aggressive with the play calling. I mean, we definitely gave up 3 points when y'all was up 10-7. We could have tied it up, but a stupid call on a 4th and short. Want to run the ball, knowing that y'all was gonna stop it. Y'all was stopping the
That would have been a great play action. I thought when they called the timeout on that they was going to fix that, but they came right back with it, and really, y'all left those are some critical points in my opinion. I know Spartan is having issues with the kicking game and the special teams, but that's a chip shot. That's an extra point, and it's like you really, I guess you got in this type of game you got to go for the gusto. But for me, when points are at a premium, you gotta get what you can, and Spartan left some points out there.
And that was my same line of thinking. Like, if a field goes up there, you gotta take it, man. Yeah. You gotta take that. You can't be taking shots like that and then make a dumb call like that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, MK. I'm hot, bro. I hate in general. Me as a person, I hate when people jump people in general, bro. So, like I said, that's cowardice, bro. You got helmets on and it's like 80 you dudes, and y'all jumping this guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care what he did at this point. Y'all, that's weak as hell. That's weak as hell, bro.
And that's a situation as well. It's like you gotta ask, like, where's where's security, where's the coaching staff? Y'all knowing that there was heated going into the tunnel, why wasn't no provisions available? And that's just going to further what was going on with what Franklin was talking about with the interaction in the tunnel. And this is going to cause some changes to come about with both teams going through that tunnel.
Now we're gonna see next year. We're gonna see way more security up at Spartan Stadium because of this.
Yeah, because between between years ago when you had Bush tearing up the field, with the cleats, and now you got the fight in the tunnel. Come next year, they're gonna remember that. So that definitely is going to tighten up some security between the teams now, and it takes away from us, like I said, talking about what happened on the field, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like that's so weak, man.
Yeah, but so I like I said, first half, Sparty really came out and they had some opportunities. They kept the game close going into the half. Second half, they really they tried. I think that was their best option, was trying to get the deep pass going and trying to get the 50-50 balls. And when that didn't work, they just they were stagnated for the offensive side for the most part. And Michigan defense tightened up. Michigan defense is looking.
I really think it's y'all defense at the end of the day, man, because y'all made the better adjustments. It's like you was trying to go down the field on a couple of them, but y'all secondary, y'all cover real good for the most part after that.
Yeah,
for sure. Just like Willie said, they went at it a little too early, man. We was able to make adjustments, and on the defense, man, at the in the pregame shows, one of the things that I was mentioning was we gonna get to that quarterback. And we started to get to the quarterback. So not only that, y'all, y'all punter situation is shit. With the snapper, that was horrible.
Special teams, period, man.
It was just bad.
I mean, but 3 or 4 straight drives with high snaps, yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, that's terrible, man. And like I said, we need to. And Detroit Lions, listen to me. You need to be getting prepared to get Moody. Okay,
right.
And go ahead and get ready to get Moody, because every once in a while we got to go and get a great kicker. So go ahead and pick up Moody when he's ready, because our situation right now is not great. What's going on, D-Map?
Man, what's going on, Kane? What's going on? All I know is first half of the game, I honestly didn't even watch. I really didn't start watching the game until basically the second half, middle of the third quarter. Right. I saw they was getting beat down. I'm like, yeah, I'll just put that on mute while I'm sitting doing something else.
Right.
They're basically a rape on national television right now.
Well, you're a little earlier than me, because I turned that thing off like the middle of fourth quarter. I'm like, man, as soon as they scored that touchdown, Corum, I was like, man, turn this thing off, man.
I don't blame you, bro. It one of those, man. It was one of those. I know it worked. That one was the one against Washington, bro.
Yeah. So what do y'all? So let's talk. Let's talk about this. As far as them having Ohio State still ahead of Michigan, that's what the predictor said. You seen that on TV. What do you think about that, man? Because you look at a Michigan team where we handily beat Penn State, and then you look at an Ohio State team that kind of struggled with a Penn State team, and they still ahead of us. They still have them ahead of us. So what do you think about that, Willie?
I think for me, it's like 1A, 1B, because you could say that they struggled against Penn State, but they throttled Michigan State, and we kind of was slow. Against some would say we were slow against Michigan State. So it's back and forth with me when it comes to them two right now. Just to say that they're slightly ahead. Right now it's 1A, 1B. Their style is different than ours. Of course, we're ground and pound. They're they're just the heir apparent type of style where they're going to put up points and do those types of things. But over the last 2 weeks, when they had competition against Iowa and against Penn State, it showed a little difference for Ohio State when you playing against the defense. If those two teams had a legit offense, those are possible 2 losses for Ohio State, to be honest. Especially today, there was 3 or 4 turnovers caused by Penn State. Even in the first half when they had the turnover, they still didn't convert into points. They was settling it for field goals.
Right.
And that was the same thing happened with Iowa. If Iowa had a glimpse of offense last week, that would have been a different game. And if, Penn State stopped turning the ball over today, that would have been a different outcome in the game too. So those are mistakes that, we need to pay attention to, because we don't make those types of mistakes as far as like turning the ball over. Even though we had one today, which was a strip, because of how our style is, it's gonna make for a good matchup when those two come to play for sure.
Well, anybody heard from Alabama? Seen Alabama? Anybody? Nobody? Okay.
Nah.
Just checking.
They was on a bye today, but they got another test next week.
Yeah, they got a test next week. They get their ass whooped. Yeah, they but like I said, just looking at the game in general, I just didn't. D-Map, since you just came in here, the coordinating on Michigan, man, I got a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? I have a real problem with our play calling, dude.
Man, who you tell us? Some of the old play calls they'll make. I'm like, what the hell is you doing, man? I was like, you had dudes where you wide open in the slots and everything, in the slants. And like, bro, you would kill them.
I was saying, I'm not this, man. Jay is a bitch. He was coaching like a bitch tonight, man. I'm gonna say it, man. All right, man. I ain't got to talk on peace. He was out there coaching like a little bitch tonight, man.
He just a little bit tonight, man.
Yeah, we just, like I said, I've been having problems with the, play calling with as far as Michigan, man, for about 3 seasons now. You know what I'm saying? 3 seasons now. The conservative, boring, obvious offense. You know what I'm saying? When you have these caliber play, you have Blake Corum, you have JJ McCarthy. We out here playing football like they don't exist at times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, JJ did miss a few passes, but some of those passes were just dropped at the same time too. So especially if you're not getting enough attempts throwing the football, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I want my quarterback to throw the football, bro. This run it up your butt, run it up your butt, run it up your butt. I'm tired of that, bro. It is not 1973.
I think that also comes with the inexperience with the coordinators that we have.
Yeah. Yeah,
there's a learning curve we do, and like I said, you've seen some plays where there was an attempt, especially on the Corum touchdown where they had the misdirections going back and forth. They made an attempt, and then they also made an attempt with doing a little bit of RPO with McCarthy keeping the ball. But like I said, I had to give credit to Michigan State for being ready for it. Anytime they was ready for the run with McCarthy more than him handing the ball off this time, which I figured they probably thought that we was going to do that. So I will have to give State some credit in regards to them being prepared.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to give them some credit, but from us being fans watching on TV, even with the commentators on TV, everybody's seen these plays coming. And that's what annoys me. You know what I'm saying? It's always we see what everybody knows is coming. Like, for instance, when you tried to do the reverse with Wilson, that wasn't the spot to do that. Wasn't the place to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at TV like, what the hell are you doing?
Some of those plays, I just had a question.
I'm just like,
what the hell are you doing, man?
Like, it's so obvious.
They literally ready for it. They spotted it so quick. It was like, come on, man. You
Well,
literally
they
have a
said
quarterback that
they
has a
could try.
cannon for
They
an arm. You
I
don't
guess
need
they
him.
felt. I guess they felt they could try because it was going up against Michigan State. It wasn't like Michigan State was going to score some points on their
Right.
end.
Nope.
I had to throw
Hell
that in there, man, because it got to be a little trash talking going on because Paul Bunyan is back home where he
Yeah.
belongs now.
Yeah.
Paul Bunyan Mufu.
Hey
It's
man,
good.
they threw the pants back on with the gas station Michigan hat back on him. Hey, he looking official again.
Indeed. So you guys, man. So my Spartan guys is on here, man. What's next for Sparty, man? What do you guys think is next for Sparty? What you guys looking forward to, and what y'all, if you want to vent, y'all can go ahead and let it rip for a minute.
You go ahead, man.
You gotta say, man. Here's all you gotta talk about.
All right. I'll take it from here, man. My thing is, hopefully we get a better sense of run game and some run blocking, some running sets or whatever. Got to get better at that. I'm not saying we're gonna face a Michigan defense every week, but if that's the one thing that it's gonna take the pressure off of Peyton Thorne is that the running game got to get going. Because you can't keep drop back passing. We tried that against the Huskies and we got destroyed for it. We tried that against the Golden Gophers, got destroyed for it.
Hell yeah.
Got to have a balanced attack. Cannot drop back over 40 times and think you gonna win. That's not gonna win.
Yeah, I hear you.
Man, he ain't lying. He is not
Hey
lying.
man, listen, like I said, y'all had the luxury of Walker.
I swear, man, that dude was
last
a god.
year.
He was a beast, bro. He single-handedly destroyed our team last year. He literally the reason why we lost last year.
Yeah,
Everybody else we shut down, but him,
he's starting to destroy the league right now.
And real talk, that's the reason why Mel got that money.
Yeah,
of
course.
Pretty much.
Yes.
That's why he owed Walker half of that contract.
Yeah, you need to go ahead and start
breaking
Walker off for sure.
Walker ain't gonna need it if he keep running like he been running.
True. He been putting in work.
Running. You hear me?
He is a beast.
Indeed.
Like, trust me, that dude scored 4 touchdowns last year. I still remember, like, bro, why can I stop this one guy? This one guy is literally killing our team.
They kept catching us off guard too. They tried that a few times today, but that was last year. That was a lot of coaching more than anything because we wasn't getting ourselves in the right position to be able to stop that because we were trying to substitute and do all this type of stuff. So I give credit where credit's due in regards to taking advantage of those opportunities, and that's what the Spartans did last year, and they did it a couple times this game. And, they tried to catch, the guys not getting in their sets and everything. And like I said, they threw the ball up, and with those passes, they were still the coverage was great. It's just like you said, you got a big receiver that's gonna come down with it. That's what you're looking forward to. It just didn't work for them in that second half, And once that didn't work, you can see when they tried that and it didn't work, it was like, okay, what else do we have? And that was like, we got nothing. We got nothing.
But then I'll say then the special teams unit didn't make it no better, man.
Not at
I'll
all.
say the long snapper kept on over snapping the ball.
That was terrible, man.
He over snapped the ball like what, 3 times, 4 times?
One game, 3 high snaps, and one of them, my man got tackled, and then led to that second Corum touch. Man,
oh man, I was looking like, what the hell is this long snapper doing, bro?
I was heated that they get that MSU score 7. I didn't want them to score shit. I wanted them to be OSU today. I wanted them to be I wanted them to be OSU. You know what I'm saying? Give us a donut. So
man, I thought that was what was gonna happen. When I saw them get 7, I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, no,
we scored more against the damn Buckeyes than we scored tonight.
That's true.
That is true.
That is true. Another suspect moment for OSU.
Michigan boys, man.
And y'all healthier.
They damn going to play better against OSU, bro.
And y'all was healthier tonight. So
yeah, it sure was because y'all got some guys back today, and that's what really helped y'all stay close in that first quarter, the first half of this game, because you got some guys that that really impacts y'all defensive side as well. But hey, King, man, look like our boy Daryl is MIA right now, man. I swear.
Yeah, we gotta check on him, man. Make
But
sure
he's going to be on the show tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Of course, we're gonna make sure that. Yeah. Also, we gotta let you guys know. I believe what we're going to do tomorrow is going to be a little different time because, of course, we got the Lions game tomorrow, and then in the evening we got the Pistons game. So we're going to go on in between.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Against the Warriors.
Yeah, man. Willie will be down there at that game too.
Yes, man. Indeed. So We Three Kings is going to be going on right after the Lions game. You know, basically after the Lions. Post Lions game,
we should go on during the Lions game. They ain't gonna do them but get their ass whooped.
Pretty much, they're gonna get raped.
Well, I actually got them winning tomorrow though. I actually got some winning. I do.
We gonna see. So
yeah,
make
DeAndre
sure you guys. Tune in.
Swift Million. Okay, St. Brown gonna be in there or nah?
Questionable.
Yeah. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. You know, be on the lookouts for us. You know, to pop up. You know, after the game, so we can chop it up some more. We talk about. Of course, we're gonna dive a little bit more into this thing, also this locker room situation once we learn more information. Lions, and of course, you know, gonna get into a little Pistons talk as well tomorrow as well. But we want to definitely jump back on here just to give a little after the game. It's the after party show, and say get y'all a little get a post of it. But we appreciate you guys for jumping back with us, and we're gonna see you guys tomorrow once again. Get some more of this We Three Kings talk, man. With that being said, go blue.
Go blue, baby.
Still go green. Oh,